Today we are going to be taking a look at COTI. Now COTI is a cryptocurrency that has been around for a while now. It's received a lot of hype over the recent bull run, and it is basically a cryptocurrency that aims to be the ultimate power grid of payments. So obviously this error, as it says, everything is digital, currency is outdated. COTI is the first enterprise grade fintech platform that empowers organizations to build their own stable coins, payment solutions, and digitize any currency to save money and time. So essentially you could have like the Amazon Prime coin, the Economics Change Me coin, and so on. Now there are quite a few interesting prospects about COTI. Today we're going to be taking a look at what could send COTI price to the moon, has there been any recent news, what's the price currently doing, and so on. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, so anything I say should not be taken as grounds to invest. But we can see in essence, and I've talked about it before, the COTI can handle 100,000 transactions per second, much better than Visa, a traditional payment system. It's very scalable, simplistic. There's protections, price stability, cost effectiveness, security, and instantaneous transactions. So clearly it is really working towards making cryptocurrency a real mainstream player in terms of accepting and being a payment form. An interesting factor I find about it is that COTI, if we take a look at the chart, the price chart, and I should mention that today's video is sponsored by Exmo, so we're also going to talk about Exmo later on. We can see its all-time chart at ICO back in 2019 at about $0.08. It shot up to $0.5 at one point, and during this shoot up, it touched all-time highs, and since then it's kind of fallen down to just below $0.25. It's currently sitting at $0.21. So since its all-time high, the coin has fell by just over half, when other altcoins have fallen way over half. So I find it very interesting to see that the retraction post the slight market collapse is a lot smaller in COTI than some other coins. COTI, we can see that in the recent months as well. Taking a look at the 1 month chart, they're really hovering ever since they crashed down from $0.48 to $0.13 during that massive dip. They've really been hovering around the $0.21 mark, up and down, consistently around that $0.2 mark. Now, many of you know that I held COTI in my portfolio recently. I did sell it at $0.45 and I decided to buy some ORN instead. But again, I'm not a financial advisor, but this is just to say that currently at this moment in time, I am not a holder of COTI. We can see, interestingly, the trading volume is up massively to 33 million. That's up 100%. Buy and sells are going to be happening quickly, and it is touching essentially, and if you take a look at this 1 day chart, it is touching its pretty much consistently 1 day high average almost. It's getting close to that anyway. But you can buy COTI on Binance or KuCoin. Both of them will be linked down in the description below. So you can sign up, get some free KuCoin. Trading commission discounts. The market cap's 142 million with a fully diluted market cap of 400 million. I'd like to see the circulating supply closer to 70% to be honest, but sometimes you can't always have that. And I think that going forward, there's a few fundamental things that I think will help COTI get to the moon. The first one is general adoption of cryptocurrency. We've seen El Salvador accept Bitcoin. As soon as, ADA makes up the ranks, COTI verifies ADA Pay and is working on ADA Pay. COTI have received $500,000 fund from ADA. So if ADA is successful, COTI will move and be successful with ADA. If cryptocurrency is used as a general mainstream payment form and becomes legal tender, COTI is going to be at the forefront of it. They're the two big factors I think are going to send COTI to the moon. However, obviously there's a lot of barriers in the way of this. Stuff that could send it go crashing down. Obviously there's a more efficient transaction cryptocurrency. ADA decide to just go off and make their own version of COTI, or someone else decides to do that. Or Bitcoin or crypto never becomes legal tender. Now, obviously there are many other factors involved in this, but they're the ones that I want to point out immediately on this kind of chill chat video about COTI. So again, their market rank 193, very small dominance, their trading volumes up as we said, and so on. And at this point, guys, I want to say a huge thank you to Exmo for sponsoring today's video. Exmo is a worldwide exchange with over 1.8 million users. They've been operating since 2014 and they have over 21,000 active traders, 180 currency pairs, and over 1,800 Bitcoin volume in 24 hours, meaning that there is a lot of activity on the exchange. Stuff is going to be bought and sold quickly. There's a lot of trading pairs, so you can buy lots of different trading pairs, as we can see here. Bitcoin against the pound, the euro, the dollar, and so on. Against Tether, you got ADA, all these different cryptocurrencies. There's only 0.1% trading commission with the USDT pairs, and Exmo have a very strong focus on security, hence why they're partnered up with Ledger Vault to beef up security. An interesting thing as well, the Exmo token in recent years has gone absolutely parabolic, especially considering the start of the year to now. It's gone over 20 times, which is absolutely insane, and we can see this is the rough layout of the exchange. You've got the order books, the trade history, you can set limit, market and stop orders, and it is a very nice exchange to use, because placing money in your eggs in different baskets is always good in terms of exchanges, because as we know with assets, diversification reduces risk. So if you was looking to sign up to Exmo, then use my link down in the description below, where you can get $100 premium cashback, allowing you to save 116% commission on trades, allowing you to trade commission free. So thank you to Exmo for sponsoring today's video. There'll be a link down below. Let's get back on with looking at COTI. So right now I've headed over to the COTI US dollar Tether chart, and we can see this is the 1 day view, but we're just going to join in pretty much an average day line here. So we can see that pretty much where they sit right now, $0.12 is roughly where they've been sitting for the whole day. We can see right there's a slight bit of a downfall recently in the last few seconds, but COTI has been trading at this $0.12 mark for a while now. It's kind of shown strong resistance at this point, especially without any massive catalyst for a massive drop. Obviously it dropped down to $0.13 when the whole market dropped, but it was almost instantaneously bouncing back up to $0.21. Taking a look at recent news for COTI, we can see that there's no big mainstream news. Essentially, there's just a few explain COTI articles, and there's one or two talking about the massive COTI dip by 25% in the last 7 days, which pretty much all cryptos have seen. So it's nothing really popping off for COTI at the moment. There's no massive news that is really going to affect the price. It's kind of moving with the market and the market in general. Taking a look at their Twitter, we can see they're continuing to improve their bridge features and performance. They've recently been reviewed by COTI, so we can see that Ben Armstrong, a big crypto guy, has reviewed COTI, so it's going to be an interesting watch. If you are looking at essentially getting involved with COTI, probably watch his video. He probably goes into a lot more detail. And there's the NFT space for COTI, which they've recently launched this cool game. So I think it's good to see that there's a bit of consistency around a support level. Obviously, I'm not a technical analyst. This should not be taken as any grounds to invest. But over the recent months, I think coins with support levels do give you a bit more stability and confidence in terms of what's happening. But in terms of any chart patterns on the day, we can see in terms of a falling wedge or a triple bottom, maybe this can be considered a triple bottom here. We've got a slightly fallen below the triple bottom earlier. We can see we've kind of got a one touch up, down, two touch. Maybe we could expect it to essentially touch this bottom line again once more today. And according to technical analysis, if it was to touch this bottom again, we would expect for it to go up slightly afterwards. But obviously technical analysis is based on a lot of bot trading. So we know what COTI is, we know what it's doing in the intraday trading, we know what's going to send it to the moon, and that is roughly what I wanted to say about COTI. I think what they're trying to do in terms of making crypto an accessible payment method, kind of be at the forefront of COTI debit cards, COTI making this whole transaction process of buying crypto simple and efficient and streamlined, and using and utilizing blockchain to make this a great tool. I think it is really a great thing for the crypto ecosystem. Obviously, whether that's going to provide utility and value in terms of a price increase does depend on if cryptocurrency becomes mainstream, because if it becomes mainstream, then of course COTI is going to be probably in the money. If it doesn't become mainstream, then essentially you've got this great transaction system where you can buy and sell crypto, and you can buy the crypto, and it's going to be such an efficient system with debit cards and so on, but there's just going to be no real world use. So what they're doing, I think, is great, but it does depend on the crypto space and what happens with the crypto space and so on. So my take on COTI is that I'm going to monitor it very closely. I'm very intrigued by it because I do think it's got a lot of potential, but it's one of them ones where I'm just going to hold off investing for the moment because I think it's not fallen back as much as other coins. And again, it is in the same situation, the same circumstances as other coins. But the biggest pro factor for me is that ADA invested 500,000 in it. I know there's a lot of rumors about the team being quite corrupt before, but supposedly they've all been squashed. Let me know what you think of COTI down in the description below, and I'll catch you all again very soon. Also, if you have any coins you would like me to review, please do let me know what coins you'd like me to review in the comments down below. Take care.